A mineral is a naturally occurring solid inorganic substance with a definite chemical composition and a characteristic crystalline structure. Being naturally occurring means that it formed through natural geologic processes and it is not made by man. Being inorganic means that it does not come from or it is not made up of any life form such as plants and animals. Having a definite chemical composition means that it can also be expressed through its unique chemical formula. Having a crystalline structure means that its atoms are arranged in an orderly manner to form a crystalline. The difference between a rock and mineral is that a rock is an aggregate of minerals, meaning that it is made up of minerals. There are some rocks that are also minerals, but it doesn't mean that all rocks are minerals. The difference between a mineral deposit and an ore deposit is that a mineral deposit is a large accumulation or concentration of metals that, when found to be economically valuable, will now be termed as an ore or an ore deposit, and this can now be mined for a profit. For the difference between a gangue, a waste, and tailings, here is the explanation. So, in ore deposits, the valuable materials or the metals that are desired to be extracted are associated with the undesired materials, which is what we call the gangue or gangue. Some valuable materials with low economic value at the time will be kept aside and will be used for future uses. Meanwhile, tailings are the products after the valuable metals are processed and extracted, so they don't contain any valuable metals at all. The grade of an ore refers to the concentration of the desired material it contains. The cutoff grade is the minimum grade required in order for a mineral or a metal to be economically mined for a profit. Since this subject is a major subject, I really wanted to learn a lot, but then it's hard to learn when you're trying to digest everything on your own. But since we are already college students, I know that it is also expected of us to not depend a lot on our teachers. So I also appreciate the efforts of my classmates, my group mates, and just everyone, because I know that it is not easy. It is not easy to prepare a PowerPoint presentation and then videotape yourself in discussing your part in the reporting, especially when you're camera shy too. So you have to really comply to the requirements, because that's the only way to pass the subject. And when it comes to writing, since we are also required to write in engineering lettering, it doubled the struggle. But I am hoping that all the learnings that I gain from this subject will be very useful in the future. That's all. Thank you.